The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Welcome back to Realtionsh. If you can't tell already, I'm just eager to talk. I am with one of my friends, IRL, my favorite Leo, actor, content creator, host of the Don't Blame Me podcast.
Yes, which you have been on.
Absolutely.
And you are, like, to this day, our most quoted, most iconic guest because of the line that is infamous now.
Oh, which I don't remember half the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Well, it
just
was
for the record.
Her clothes are in his closet. Her car is in his driveway. His dick is in her vagina.
Oh, yeah, that was me. That's
And
definitely
it was
something
like,
that
we
I
get
said.
right off of the call, and the first thing you say, you go, I have something to say. And we're all like, take it away. And it's the first thing out of, and it was so good.
That is 1000% me. I will take ownership for that comment. That's honestly, sometimes I look back at the things that I say when people are like, oh my God, I loved watching you on such and such. Like you said, da da da. That was so funny. I'm like, I said
Who was that?
I said that.
Who did that?
Who let me say that?
Who is she?
Who recorded
I don't know
that
her.
and let me say that? But anyways, so Megan and I have known each other for what, 2 years now?
It has to be because the pandemic.
It was before that.
Yeah,
I came on the podcast
it was before the
that.
pandemic, and we weren't even talking about the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah,
It wasn't
so
even a thing.
No.
So like maybe 2.5?
Yeah, it has to be.
That's so fucking weird.
I know. It was it was like 2 days after you got the call that you were going to be the new Catfish host.
Oh shit! Because it was like new news, and I was like, "Oh, I
you were
have
like,
some
I have to
secret
tell
news
you
that I can't
something.
tell."
Yeah, no, but you did tell us.
Yes,
but you were
yes,
like,
yes.
you can't tell anybody.
Yes. Okay,
We
so
were-
then that was in July.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that was well
Oh,
before
yeah.
we even knew the shit
Miss
storm
Rona.
that was coming. We both had COVID.
Oh
Yay.
yeah. Woo. You had it early and twice.
Friends and COVID.
Yeah, I would not recommend it to anyone.
No.
Not even my enemies, because they could give it to people that I like.
Exactly.
You know?
So-
That's like the hard part. When you
so
can't even
no.
wish it on your enemies.
Right. Exactly.
I don't like that.
No, exactly. So, but we've known each other for a minute, but we've actually only seen each other when we recorded that podcast, but we talk all the time. So we're like best friends.
No, literally. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, my friend Cammie.
Yes.
It's like, who? I've never met her. I'm like, oh, I've met her one time.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's normal. I feel like that's normal in today's world.
It is, because I'm like, that is because of the pandemic.
Right.
You and like, we would have hung out more, and I've discovered that like we also have like our boyfriends have like tons of mutual friends.
Yes, and they have made the mutual decision not to propose to us for whatever reason.
Yeah, they're like, they've just collaborated together to be like, we're just not gonna do it. We're
Yeah.
gonna drive them fucking crazy.
Yeah. Forever a girlfriend. It's great.
But you need to try on rings. That's what you need to do.
I know. I'm like just dabbling between oval and pear.
Yeah, you got to try them on. Pear would look rich, like
That's what I
wealth
think.
on you.
Honestly, Kourtney Kardashian's fucking ring.
Hers is oval.
It's oval.
Yeah.
And it is so beautiful.
I
And
love
now I'm
oval.
like, do I not want a halo? Like now my brain
Oh,
is
don't get a halo.
scrambled.
Don't get a halo.
I feel like no halo is like
No.
the way.
Yeah. Modern. Because also think about like your wedding band, you can get like tons of diamonds on that. So you can have like the best of both worlds. Uh-huh.
And see, these are the conversations that we have
Exactly.
online. And that's what makes our friendship so great. Because basically it's like every other month we're like, did you get proposed to yet?
Nope. You neither? Cool. Great. Still in it together. And it's also hard.
Did you get COVID?
Yeah, like, same, me too. But it's also hard because you have friends who are like married with kids, and
Yeah.
like I thankfully my best friend is now engaged, and she's like the only one of like my friends who is engaged. But
Yeah.
we do have like my boyfriend's like brother and sister-in-law and their kid, and I'm like, look at them, they've got a baby, they've got a life,
Must be
and what do
nice.
we have? I have a roommate. I have a fucking roommate.
I have a dog. That's 1000% my responsibility.
Well,
I'm a
that's
single
what I
mom.
need. You are a single mom.
I'm a single
Work two
mom.
jobs. What's the Reba song? I'm a single mom
yes,
who works two
jobs,
and
loves her
loves
kids, don't
and
have
never
none.
stops.
Don't
You
have none.
Biggie is your son.
Yeah. You're right. Love him. Anyway, so this episode is not for us to kiki, but it kind of is. The episode is about best friend breakups, which, have you been through one?
I have. I've definitely been, as I've gotten older, I don't know about you, I grew up with like very small area, like small town, and I have had the same best friend since I was like probably like 11 years old.
Yeah, same.
But I've gone through all these other friendships, whether like we were at college, like she was gone at college and all of that stuff. So I've had these other friends in my life that I honestly got to the point where I don't even know how old I was. I must have been 22 when I decided I was just going to stop trying to have new friends. I think I told you this when you came on the podcast. I was like, Cami, I have like a strict no new friends policy, and
no
you
new
slipped
friends.
in.
Somehow.
As a Scorpio.
The Scorpio.
You managed to fucking pry your way in there.
Because I fucking read your mind
Yeah,
and I
no, it was
slipped
like,
into your soul.
We're the same.
And that was that.
But yeah, I've had a lot of brutal friendship breakups to the point now where I'm like, I don't want to make any new friends because they suck.
Yeah. And the best friend breakups, I think, are worse than the romantic breakups in your life. Like, I have had, I remember one time my best friend and I got into not even a fight. It was just a weird thing that happened because of somebody else who I'm no longer friends with. And I have never felt more lost in my entire life. I felt like my whole fucking world was crumbling around me. I literally took a bus from New York home to Maryland to be with my mom for like 2 weeks to cry and
It's
just
valid.
eat food. 'Cause I was so sad.
It's my best friend and I have gotten in like 2 like big fights, but even then, like the other friendship breakups like I've had, I remember this girl and I, we were like really good friends in high school. Yeah, high school. We stopped being friends because she's thankfully we stopped being friends. She was not a good person. But I was still sad, and I remember that I listened to Clean by Taylor Swift, which is like one of her like
your fave.
One of her most depressing songs though. Like specifically like relationship ending, my world is ending, like my life is ending, like love song. And I remember crying to listening to this song, and then after like 2 weeks I was like, oh, I'm good. This person absolutely sucked. But like I hadn't cried like that since, a kid in like middle school didn't like me back.
Yeah, I have never mourned the loss of a boyfriend the way that I've mourned the loss of a friend.
No, I forget about 3 months into a relationship. If I don't like you, like pass or fail.
Yeah.
And then I never think about you ever again.
Yeah.
Oh,
and with most like boyfriends, I was already over it probably like months before I actually ended it. And then I just went out and like had a good time with my friends and forgot that you ever existed. The Scorpio trait in me also.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
I do that too.
That's a problem.
I love it personally.
It's good. But
is.
it's also like, damn.
Yeah.
Cold break.
We're not for everybody.
No.
It's not my fault. But I'm also like really good. I'm like, I don't miss you in like a meet. Like when I say I'm like, oh, I don't miss people, I'm like, no, I just like forget that you exist. And then you're there and I'm so happy. Or I hated you.
Yes.
And then I forget you exist. And I'm like, who?
Yeah. And I've just eliminated you from my world, which is like, a lot of my friends don't get that because they're like, how were you with this person for this a length of time? Or even with friendships, people are like, how are you friends with somebody for 10 years? And then the next day you just don't speak to them again. I'm like, because I just don't.
Yeah.
And it's hard though. Like it's hard. You definitely feel it. And I've had friendship breakups too, where like, I never gave the person an explanation because it just would not have been a positive conversation situation. Like there was no need for it. Sometimes you just have to give people like a goodbye and like keep it moving, but it doesn't mean that you don't feel it.
Oh yeah.
Like to your core.
And we can hold on.
Sick.
You can hold on to those. Like you're either on one side of a friendship where you're like, this is so awkward. Like, how do I like stop being friends with this person or ghost them? Or you're the person who's like completely blindsided, who's like, oh my God, like, I like holding on to like try and like salvage all of this. But it is weird. Like I would hold on to in the friendship stuff that I've gone through. Like I will hold on to the friendships so much more than like the relationships. Like I have way higher I have higher standards for a relationship than a lot of the time like a friendship because you're like, oh. No, I want to be able to maintain this because you got history and all of that stuff.
Right. And I don't know about you, but like I'm a low maintenance friendship type of person. Yeah. Like the friendship we have is great.
Oh no, this is my ideal friendship, Cami. Like we talk all the time. Yeah. We've seen each other once.
Yes.
But like
twice
now. But like there's no like no weirdness ever. Like I love that.
Yes.
I can't stand when you get a text message from someone and you just already know that like it's longer than fits in the preview and I'm like, this is not the friendship for me.
No.
I need you to text in 30 different bubbles consecutively. I can't do the big long one.
No.
This gives me anxiety.
No. And I have had to end friendships, especially over the pandemic, that I just could not keep up with. And I am someone who takes my friendships so seriously. Like, but I also like low maintenance. I feel like, I don't know, because some people are like, no, like I remember I talked about this on my stories one time and I was like, I require low maintenance friendships. I need to be able to see you, have an amazing fucking time. Then maybe we go 4 months without actually seeing each other in person. we check in on each other every once in a while. We send each other memes. We have a good time. And then the next time we see each other, it's like nothing ever changed. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But some people are like, that's not a good friend. A good friend checks in on you every single day. I'm like, I'm not your fucking parole officer. I'm your friend.
No, I couldn't do that. I can't.
Who has the time?
No, literally, I'm like, what? This is a full-time job. I don't have, I mean, I get benefits because like you're my friend, but like, I don't have health insurance from that. Like, that's so much.
Yes.
I'm the exact same way. Like, I am like, I didn't just because it's October now, whatever. My birthday was in August, and I like
it's still your birthday. You're a Leo. It's still your birthday.
Every day it's my birthday. But like, I got to see a bunch of my friends, and I mean, not a bunch, like 4, and I hadn't seen them in like for so long. And I am the same way. I'm like, I need it to be like no time has passed. I also need the kind of friends where it's like, if it's like a serious commitment, you're not going to flake on me. But if like we're just hanging out and like you wake up late and you're tired, you're like, can we reschedule?
Yeah.
I'm like, for sure.
I'm like, bitch, I was thinking the same thing. I'm so glad you brought that up.
I can't do like obligation friendships where it's like neither of us want to do it, but it's like, well, no, I mean like you made a commitment.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, I really need you to start showing up for me. Girl, I've also had to tell friends before, like, am I fucking you? I'm sorry.
Are you licking my clit?
I'm a little confused about the content of our friendship.
Literally, too
because
much.
if you are, I think that, you know, even for a lot of people listening, like, I get taking your friendship seriously. So do we. I take my friendships very, very seriously. But when you start putting a kind of pressure on a friendship that would normally belong to like a romantic partner, which even with them, like, you shouldn't put that much pressure on a situation for somebody to like, people are going to do what they want to do, and people are going to show up for you if they want to show up for you, and the capacity in which they can show up for you is dependent on where they're at in their personal lives. We're all having a shit time right now.
Oh yeah, I am not having a good time.
I am not having a blast. So have some understanding as well for that, because I remember seeing something on social media like, keep track of the friends that aren't checking on you every day during this time. It's like, bitch, I'm going through my own shit.
Yeah, who's checking on me?
Who's checking on me?
Like, then we're all checking on each other. That's so disingenuous too.
Like, just checking on you.
Yeah. Like, am I grounded? Am I in trouble? Like, what? Like, what do you mean? If you check in on me, I'm assuming you sent me an email and I haven't responded yet.
Yeah, just checking in.
Yeah, circling back.
Just following up. Just want to follow up.
Pinging you. For a friendship?
It's so weird.
No, out of pocket.
It's so weird. No. I have before, like, with my 2 best friends from high school, like, I'll text and be like, wellness check. If we haven't talked to each other in like 2 weeks, I'm like, wellness check. You bitch is still alive?
Right, perfect. That's what you need.
That's it.
Yeah, bare minimum.
But if you think that every day I'm going to tap in with you and check on you, are you in hospice? What are we doing here?
I can't stand that.
It's so weird. And I don't like, especially over the pandemic, it felt like people were being like, people make time for what they want to make time for. And right now we have all the time in the world to do the things that we want to do.
Shakespeare wrote all of his plays in quarantine. And I'm like, great.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I will not be doing that. Like, fuck off.
Can we talk about that? All of the fucking posts from people being like, now's the time to create your business plan. Today is going to be your best day. You have to be.
I'm just trying to stay alive. Excuse me?
Like, sorry, I've cried 5 times and it's not even 12 p.m.
Yeah, literally. All I do is watch Love Island and try not to get COVID. And I also failed at that. So, like, you want me to write up, like, a soliloquy? Like, you want me to do all of this grand stuff during this time?
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
I hate it. I don't know what kind of high horse you have to sit on, but it's got to be the same one that people perch up on to say that your friends should be checking in on you every single day or they're not real friends.
Yeah, that's literally a therapist or a parole officer.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, like friendships you're using that as a replacement for a relationship. One of the biggest friendship breakups I had in high school was with this girl who, the one I referenced before, but she and I were very, very close. It was a very toxic friendship, which I think like those are the ones at the friendship breakups when those happen. It's like ending a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
You're like, but I'm like addicted to this. Like, what do I do here?
Dependent, like
and
codependent.
She hated who I was like dating. And it was like, no, you can't date him. I don't like this. And I'm like, do you think we're dating because you have a boyfriend? But like, why can't I have someone to, what do you mean?
What do you think this is?
And it literally was like a second like relationship in that sense, where it's like, well, when her boyfriend is busy, she needs someone to hang out with. And if I have a boyfriend, then like, then there's a whole other schedule we have to factor into, like the Google Calendar. And I'm like, what? Granted, was she wrong about this guy? No. But did I have fun while it happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what matters.
Okay.
That's something, I think somebody actually wrote in about this, about when you're in a relationship and the friend is like super weary of the boyfriend. Sometimes you have good reason.
Oh, yeah.
But then other times it's like, no, actually, if you had the option, you would be in a relationship with me. And that's why you're like shitting on my significant other.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Like-
this is why you hate them. And also I think sometimes relationships can bring out like who we choose to be with. They bring out like characteristics in us that usually we like the most. Like I want to be with someone who makes me like the best version of myself, or like my favorite version. Sometimes you have friends who like will date people who do that for them, and you go, this is the version of yourself
Yeah.
you like the most. Like
Yeah.
I hate like
Yes.
wow, all of these traits and qualities of you I've never really noticed, but like they've been there
Yeah.
dormant.
Yeah.
And this is what you chose, who you chose to date, to like amplify this.
And then you have like, I'm a serial monogamist.
Hell yeah.
Reporting
Have you ever had a
live for
one night
duty.
stand?
No.
I don't
never
think I
in my
have
life.
either. I've been trying to rack my brain because I
Yeah.
was very drunk a lot of college. I don't drink now, but I drank a lot in college. And so I'm like,
Did I?
did I? And
No.
what counts as a one night stand?
Right.
Wait, so if you had sex with someone one time, no, that's not a one night. You have
No.
to meet them for
And
the
then
first
have
time.
sex with them at in the same night.
Okay.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't like anyone enough to do that the first time.
Yep.
No shade. Like, do you? I just can't get there. I need to know that you're not a fucking idiot first.
That's how I am. I start off with the ick always,
Yes.
and then I have to un-ick,
Yeah.
and then I might ick again.
Yeah.
But like you have to do a lot of work. Like when I first meet you, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like you have to work at
Ew.
it. I don't want to. I don't want
Yes.
to.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
some people.
I'm there.
There's a couple of people who I'm like, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Drop it immediately. All right now, Michael
Yeah.
B. Jordan. Like, without a doubt.
If you're listening. Hi.
If you're listening.
Lori, turn it off.
No, here's the thing though. I don't want to be in a relationship because I think
Yes.
they're perfect for each other. They're like so, I don't mean this in a shady way. They're so corny and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
they're
not
cute.
I
Yeah.
am not earnest. Like I am not a Karamo. Like I'm not like that. And so I can't be in a relationship like that. So I'm like, I'm so happy you two have found each other.
Yeah.
I would still like to hit it.
Yeah.
But like
I think
I'm
that's
not
like
coming for your
99%
relationship.
of the world.
Oh yeah, I met him one time. Did I tell you the story?
No.
So this used to be like a big, like, this could have been a friendship breakup between me and Melissa, my podcast producer, because our joint celebrity crushes were both, we have like very similar taste in some guys, was Michael B. Jordan, but both of us, after the Lori Harvey thing, were like, you found your partner, it's not me. But I met him at an award show and I went up to him.
What did you say?
And
No.
he just hugs me and goes, thank you so much. And I was like,
Oh.
It was just in his face. He goes, I get this a lot. I was like,
Oh. So you nailed it.
I did. I crushed it.
You were supposed to be Lori.
No, it's not gonna happen.
It was just a
also very different
misunderstanding.
body types. I know. I'm realistic. If I see who you previously dated before,
Yes.
and I'm like, they're not flat as a board on both ends, I know it's not maybe gonna work out.
I gave my trainer a picture of Lori as my, like, this is what I need.
Well, I mean, you look fucking. The workouts you've been doing post COVID. How many months did it take you?
Wild. A year. It's been a year.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Not great for you, but like great for me because I did a plank like 3 weeks ago, and I have not been well. No, a week ago, and I haven't been well since.
It's because of the COVID. It's the COVID.
It's the COVID.
It's the COVID.
I'm
in you.
blaming it on everything.
It don't got nothing to do with that. It's not about your strength.
No. I used to be stronger.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
A bit. Kind of. And the COVID took it away.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But I think, like, have you ever had a friend who gets a boyfriend and completely, like, ghosts their friends and, like, switches up?
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely, like, high school, that was, like, a big, big thing. But it's
Yeah.
also hard. Like, where are you going to run? We have class together.
Right.
Like, I'll still see you. But when you get to be an adult and you get to be older, that it feels so much, like, more apparent because you're not just seeing them in the halls and all of that stuff. So I've seen that stuff. And I'm always one to kind of be like, I got with my boyfriend, I've been together for 5 years. He's
Same.
my roommate.
Same.
So 5 years or 6 years? Oh God, maybe we just had our 6th year?
What is time?
I don't know.
Without
All
a
I
ring?
know, he's my roommate. That's all I know.
What is time without a diamond? Who knows?
It's a circle. That's all it is. But so I've been with him for I've been with him like longer than most of my friends have been in relationships. So like I give a lot of grace to people who like get in brand new relationships and they're all about that.
Yeah.
I'm also, again, like I'm a low maintenance kind of friend, but like to a point. So I'm kind of where I'm like, okay, here's like the thing. If you're only going to be asking me to hang out to like, can you do this for me? Or like, can I do this? Or like, you want to hang out for the 20 minutes where I'm not hanging out with this person and like in between thing? Or like, do you want to come along on a date with us? I'm like, no. I would rather just like slow fade into the background. No. I just don't need it.
Yeah, but because I, like I said, have been a serial monogamist and I've been in relationships and I still prioritize my friendships, you know, with boundaries, obviously. Like, I don't get that. When I've had friends that have switched up, I'm like, bitch, so you can't go to lunch with me because you have to hang out with your boyfriend for the 500th time, like, today? Like, there's a way to separate. Like, your boyfriend doesn't have to come with us on every girls' night.
Well, also, does he want to be there?
No.
Because that's the part I'm like, either you have two people who are like incredibly codependent and he has no, like, to me, like, that's a turnoff. Like, I need you to have like your own life and your own friends and all of that. Like, I'm attracted to that. I don't want to like, we already did like high school where you all hook up in the same friend group. Like, I don't need that anymore. Like, I don't, also, if I did that now, my boyfriend would be gay. Like, I have like maybe 3 straight guy friends.
Oh my God.
Like, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, no.
So like, I just think that like you have to like make the call. I'm like, do you want friends or do you want a relationship? Because like you can have both, but like you can't be this like all in 24/7, all about this relationship, like, and then just you break up and then you come back to your friends like, hey, it's me.
Hey guys. So is this?
Yeah, that made my fucking,
hey. How y'all doing? Like, no, get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Please.
You've been gone for 3 years.
Yes.
Underneath your boyfriend, acting like you don't have a phone or a way to call out to the masses. Like, please.
Lies.
Ugh. Well, anyway, this isn't about us and our experiences.
What do you mean?
This is about y'all. So we have a bunch of people who have obviously asked for advice. And listen, Megan's podcast is called Don't Blame Me for a reason. Please explain why.
Oh, because you can't sue me if I give you bad advice. No, I'm not going to give you bad advice. But, you know, it's tough love.
Yes, exactly.
It's the advice that, like, you know, it might not be what your therapist would say, but you might be a little more likely to do it. Am I going to tell you to go through someone's phone? Maybe.
Girl.
Am I going to tell you to stalk someone?
Do you go through Motz's phone?
No, I used to. Not anymore.
When was the last time?
Oh, like 3 years ago.
Okay, good.
I just got bored.
You've
and
evolved.
Also, now I want to get proposed to. I feel like if I look at his phone, karma, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You can't do that.
No.
You can't
He
do
was
that.
texting one of his friends one time and he just like wrote March. And I was like, what are you talking about?
What's in March?
Yeah. And he goes, this was it was over Christmas. And he was like, oh, that's what I'm going to propose. And I go, no, it's not. You can't tell me that. And he was like, no, I was just like, you know, honesty, just want to be open. I go, whoa. You're allowed to lie about that. And now you have to like, no, you can't just.
And now you can't do March.
No, you can't do March. And clearly he didn't because it's fucking October.
He had to extend.
And I know he has the ring. I know he has it.
Does he?
I know because he told me. And I go, don't tell me that.
Why is he telling you that?
I don't know. I really love radical honesty, my therapist says. And I think he's taken it like way too far. I'm like, just lie about this part.
Yeah.
Don't just be like imagine him be like, hey, can you go get your nails done before like the 14th? I'd be like,
no, you got to figure out a creative way. Come on.
I know. I told him to reach out to one of my friends who's like, she's almost her entire chart is Virgo. Like she is like so type A, like can lie with like a straight fucking face, orchestrate it all. I was like, just tell her the information and she will relay things in a secretive and subtle way to me.
Exactly. Because if your Virgo friend is like, bitch, you look a mess. Go get your hair and nails done. You'll be like, okay.
I'm reading nothing into that. I'm going, I look awful. Yeah. And you are telling me because you have to and you care about me. Thank you.
Because you're my Virgo friend.
Literally.
So let me go book that appointment. Okay. Well, speaking of therapy, I think this is a really good question that somebody has. And we're therapy queens.
Oh, I love therapy.
I'm new to the game.
What's your therapist's name? Do you say your therapist's name?
Her name's Kelly.
Oh, mine's Sarah.
I love Kelly.
Don't you just, I love the first name basis. Yeah. I'm like, oh, Sarah.
Kelly, listen, this is what I went through today. Okay.
It's the best.
So this one is about therapy and friendship.
Hey, Cammie. My name's Stephanie, and I wanted to call and kind of try to figure out how I can best suggest my friend to go to therapy. This girl's been my friend for a few years. We're pretty close. I kind of view her as like a little sister. And she dated this guy for just like a few months, and then he broke up with her because he said, hey, you know what? I don't love you. I don't think I could get there, after she said that she loved him first. And they broke up over a year ago, and she is still constantly talking about him, doing all this shit that is not normal, and she's very obsessive over it, and some other stuff has happened in her life that I think she should get therapy for. So I want to suggest it, but this girl is very sensitive, and I know she
why is La Daisy Flower trying to call me right now? Shut up, girl.
takes things the wrong way, even if you're coming from a place of love. So what's the best way to say, hey, girlfriend, you know what? You need
Not
help.
like that.
You need some professional help.
Not like that.
Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.
How do you tell your friend that they need professional help?
You don't. They know. This is like probably an unpopular opinion. I don't know if you've ever been this person where someone's like, hey, I think like I've been that person. People are like, hey, I think that like maybe you should go to therapy. I go, oh, no fucking way. You fucking think that? No shit, I haven't thought about that. Oh, wow, thank you, Captain fucking Obvious. Like, they know.
Yeah.
It's like when someone's like, have you noticed you've gained weight? And you're like,
oh, you know
yeah.
what? You know what? I actually don't have any mirrors in my fucking house.
and my pants all fit exactly the same. I had no idea. Thank you so much for letting me know. I would have never known if you hadn't told me.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, I think that, like, nobody doesn't know that therapy exists or, like, the concept of it at all.
Yeah.
I think that you can come from it at a better place if, like, you, the person who, Stephanie, if you are in therapy. If you're not in therapy.
That was what I was going to say. If you're not in therapy, you don't get to suggest somebody go to therapy. Although I have been that person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've all been on both. Yeah.
But I didn't have the right.
No, you did not. You didn't, but you had the audacity.
Yeah, 1000%.
But you did not have the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that, like, even referring to her as, like, she's kind of like your little sister, like, and she's very sensitive, like, she's not going to take this well at all. I think if you mention in passing, like, oh, I'm really excited, I'm, like, going to go have a meeting with, like, maybe you haven't gone to therapy, and you're like, I just had a first session with a therapist. Oh, my God, it is so great. Like, I love it. Have you been to therapy? Like,
Yes.
it's amazing.
Yes.
And, like, that's the only way that you can do it.
Yeah.
Because she just might be annoying. Like, I feel bad, but, like, it might just be, like, might not be therapy. She just might be annoying.
Yeah.
And
it's been a
therapy
year.
can't fix that.
And I get, like, you're over her relationship, but she's obviously not over her relationship. And yeah, she might have some things that she needs to talk about to someone. But unless you are coming from a place of, hey, this is what I'm doing right now that's really, really helping me, I feel like you would love it.
Yeah.
Like, that is the only way.
And it's only on your right, like, your correct timeline. Like, she could go to therapy tomorrow, and if she doesn't want to or doesn't want to put the work in, like, she's going to hate it, and nothing's going to come from it.
Right.
It's not like a miracle, like, Scrub Daddy. What's that TikTok thing?
Scrub Daddy.
Scrub Daddy.
I
Not
have
like
those. I bought them because
Are
of
they
fucking
good?
TikTok.
What
you
the
know
fuck
what?
is it?
It's a scrubber. Like, it's a wash. You wash your shit with it.
Okay.
Not your actual shit, but like your dishes and shit.
That seems a little too rough on
I don't
me.
wash a lot of dishes.
Me neither.
I put them right in the dishwasher. But I
yeah.
do like the little smiley face that it has.
I like it too.
It's cute.
It is cute. Maybe I'll get it.
It's cute. Okay, these flower people keep calling me. Thank you. Like, they will not fucking stop. I'm like, I get it. You want to deliver the flowers.
I get it. I'm popular and famous. I have flowers.
appreciate
Oh, happy belated birthday, by the way.
I'm a grown ass bitch. Are you 29 yet?
No, I just turned 28, I think.
Get the fuck off.
28, I turned 28.
Get off the podcast.
I know. I'm
Please.
so young. I am so young. I'm so
young and full of life.
So young. I don't know if I'm full
Fuck
of life.
all of you. Here goes the next one.
Hi, Cammie. So I wanted to come on here to talk about the issue from this week. I had a really bad BFF breakup, and it still really scars me to this day. Me and him had been friends for a few years, and everything was going great. And then the pandemic hit, and I was out of a job because I worked in the restaurant industry, and he was working like 2 or 3 jobs. And so I guess he got stressed out for whatever reason, and he decided to take it out on me, and was saying that I was being a burden to everybody else, and
That's rude.
That's very rude.
that I'm doing nothing with my life.
Rude.
And I'm trying to move on from it. Like, it's been probably over a year now, or close to a year now, since he sent me the message, but I still have the message. And it really hurts. Like, it really, really hurts still. And I still have anxiety issues. So, like when I see him in public. So, if you could give me some advice, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Cammie.
She sounds so fucking sad.
I know. Why can't people ghost like normal people? Like,
I
I'm
know.
such a pro ghoster. I'm like, is this the alternative? You like
Yeah.
tell someone, hey, you're a burden and you're not doing anything with your life?
Yeah.
What? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
be
because-
so mad.
What you're actually trying to say is, I don't have the capacity for this friendship right now. I'm going through a lot as well. And I care about you enough that just right now is not a good time for me to be a good friend to you.
Yeah, like I can't be the friend you need me like right now. But like this is just like malicious and
Yeah. Why are you being
and
mean?
Like, why are you so mean? And you just have to like see that person around.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I'm petty. Like
Yeah. Same.
I would.
You know we love confrontation.
Oh my God. Can't I talk all the time? I'm like,
love-
get a high. We're both like awake in bed at like 4 a.m. Like, I can't sleep. I've just been yelling at people.
Yes.
It's my
On Twitter.
favorite fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. I pissed off the manifestation girlies.
I saw.
Oh, they're so mad at me. And I'm like, sorry, I don't want to buy your $2,000 course on how to manifest money. That doesn't make any sense.
How?
How am I
How
supposed
does
to?
it work?
How? I'm not investing in anything. This isn't a stock. I'm investing $2,000 into you tell me how to make money. Whatever. Regardless, I'm still heated about it. Regardless.
Yes.
The whole like I don't know. I would probably say something and I would just like craft it in a notes app first before you send the text and just be like, I just want to let you know that like the shit that you pulled last year was like unacceptable and like you're a piece of fucking shit and like I hope that like the rest of your life fucking sucks and like if you don't get your shit together, it fucking will. Like I would just go off. But here's the thing: after you write it out, you might not want to send it.
Yeah. Right. True.
I probably would want to send it.
No. Because how the fuck are you supposed to come at somebody over a year later and be like, I hope your life fucking sucks.
Here's the thing:
You
are
hurt
gonna
me
look.
a year ago.
You're not gonna look good, like while you do it. But like you have to decide what will make you like feel better. I mean, first of all, you should like delete that message. At least put it in like the like if you want a screenshot or if it's like put it in that like hidden album thing on your phone.
Hide it away.
So you don't have to like see that kind of thing. And then I don't know. I'm also like. I'm such like a ride or die loyal person that like
Same.
if you fuck over one of my friends or something like that, like I'm not friends with you anymore. So
Right.
if you have like a mutual friends who like that's where you're still seeing them, I'm not okay with that because like that would also get into my head. I'm like, this person treated me so badly and like my other friends are okay with someone treating me really badly. Like, ugh.
It sounds like you feel like shit because not only did this person make you feel like shit, but then you're actually going out and about and you're seeing him everywhere, which probably makes you feel worse. And you probably know that everybody around in your friend group knows about it. And it's just gross. And like, you don't deserve to feel that way. So I agree. Write the message in the drafts. And then almost like what you did at like summer camp when you would like write a message to someone and then burn it. Like
Yeah.
write the message and just delete it.
Yes.
And like, just if you can avoid being around him, I know like some, you know, different town, like small towns, it's like, how am I supposed to avoid seeing this motherfucker at Walmart? Who knows? But like in places where you can avoid it, try to avoid it. But there's nothing worse or there's no stranger feeling than mourning the loss of somebody who's still alive that you can still see.
Because yeah, you can't have that like big break and like cut off from them to forget that they exist.
Yeah.
They're still like, hi,
Yeah.
still here. Pop
At
it
the
back
bar.
in. Circling back.
Pop it
But
back
also take solace in the fact that like I love this when you have like any sort of ending with someone or even like a situation that I'm like, okay, how would this person describe it to somebody else? No matter how he says it to people, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's the villain in
Yeah.
that. Or he just lies and no one's going to believe that kind of thing. So
Right.
like there is something nice. I think there's nothing worse than like when someone who like you know is a terrible person or who like treated you so badly is like succeeding and doing all of that. But like it'll happen to somebody else if like people haven't been clued in
Yeah.
on that. Like,
Right.
he'll do it again.
He'll do it again. I'm sorry that's happening to you. That's
Oh, what a
annoying and
dick.
sucks. Yeah, no, that sucks. Okay, somebody had a question. It was a longer story, but basically the gist was, do I need to cut all ties with my ex-best friend's mom? I tried to connect with my friend, but her boyfriend hit on me, and when I tried to tell her, it made things worse between us. Her mom is constantly telling me that she doesn't want to hear about the drama between me and her daughter because she wants to remain neutral and still wants a relationship with me.
What the fuck? Whoa. Does the mom know that that's what happened?
I mean, there's a whole longer story about how the person who wrote in got pregnant and the best friend told her that she should get an abortion. And then after she decided to keep the baby, I give you a long story short, but the long story is actually much
cut
fucking
out an
worse.
abortion. Holy fucking shit.
Much fucking worse. She didn't actually get it.
No,
and so
yeah.
once the baby is here, but then after she had the baby, she's saying that she's always making jokes about how he was almost aborted.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, like, get an abortion. Like, go for it. Like, do your thing. Like, pro-choice,
Yeah,
pro-abortion.
1000%.
But, like, don't tell somebody that. Don't tell, like, a kid. Oh my God.
Right.
The fuck?
So this is her friend. And then now, obviously, they're no longer friends because it wasn't that situation. It wasn't the abortion situation that didn't happen that ended
Triple
their
homicide.
friendship. Exactly. It was.
Oh shit, no, I just said
was.
homicide in relation to abortion. That was not the segue I meant. I meant the TikTok sound where it was like, you know, the kid who says he's dyslexic gay